Hey guys, welcome to your second Game Maker platformer tutorial. This tutorial we're just gonna add enemies. They're gonna bounce back and forth on a platform, like probably some other platformer games you've seen. The enemies are on platforms and they keep going back and forth, and they don't go off the platform. All right. And I made a little crappy weapon sprite so we can shoot. So make a weapon sprite, an enemy sprite, and then make something called boundary, and just make it like a white. You can make it whatever because we're gonna uncheck visible. Okay, so first off, go to the boundary, make an object for boundary. Go to boundary, uncheck visible. We do not want it to be seen in the room. Alright, and then let's do that, the enemy. So, first things first, when it's created, we're going to move left at a speed of 8. Also, when we collide with this boundary object, we're just going to reverse. So this basically tells it to keep going back and forth. So, all I did, add event, collision, pick the boundary, and then reverse horizontal direction. So, a collision with the throwing weapon, or the whatever you want to call it, destroys the weapon and the current object, and it executes a script. Well, I'm getting to that. Just for now, copy this. Next video I post, it'll be a GML tutorial. I'm going to go over the whole programming aspect, so just copy this down. What we did basically is we access the object player's instances variable that we set on the create event right here. We set it to 0. And this is to limit how many weapons you can shoot at a time. For now, it's 1 at a time until it hits an enemy or goes off screen. You can only shoot 1. Let me go ahead and show you that. So, I can only shoot 1. I'm pressing the spacebar multiple times, and until it goes off screen or hits an enemy, I can only shoot 1. So instead of just spamming knives, yeah. So it kind of is annoying, but it limits the game, so it helps. Alright. Yeah, so that's all. So on the create event, make a create event for the player, set of variable instances. When you collide with, what is it? If we add the spacebar event, so just add keyboard space, is what I use to shoot. And then we're going to do the set var action. Alright, well, actually, we're just going to add instances. So, put instances, value of 1, and make sure it's relative to it, so we're adding to it, not setting it. Now we're going to test the variable, instances. If it's larger than 1, we're going to exit this event, which basically just exits the event, so nothing happens. And otherwise, we're just going to actually shoot the weapon. Alright, so that helps limit it. And for the weapon, is actually really simple. On create, we're just going to set the horizontal speed to 8, which is, there's a lot of ways to move stuff in Game Maker. This is one of the ways. You set horizontal speed and it'll go that speed and keep going. So it basically does the same thing as move fix. There's no difference basically. Outside room, we're going to destroy the instance and we're going to execute the script again. By the way, to make a script, your resources, create script, or you click this little script button right there. Alright? And then you just type that. It's there. You go into here. You go over to control, and then you drag over this one. And then we select our script right there. Alright? And yeah, that helps limit how many things we can shoot, so we don't just randomly spam it. That was basically it. So if you run the game, I mean, I already did, but I'll run it again. So yeah, I'm pressing spacebar multiple times, doesn't do anything. So we shoot and we hit it, we jump around. It's a little platformer game. We shoot him and he's dead. Alright. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. We can definitely add some more stuff. I'll make it so you can shoot right too, because now you can only shoot, well actually, no, left, I mean. Because you can only shoot to the right, and you want to shoot to the left. So let's add that real quick. So basically what you do, you just create a new sprite. Name it, I don't know, underscore weapon 2 or something. And then we'll quickly make a little weapon to the right. So let's just go ahead and, this is going to be really crappy, because it's on the fly, but that's supposed to be a handle. Select. Let's just move this over so we have all the space in the world to make a blade. kind of hard to do this when we're on when I can't see straight. So actually I screwed that up. We'll start from here. There we go. Now, screw it. It's good enough. There we go. I think I got it. There we go. I was trying to get that perfect because I like to get things perfect. So yeah, pretty simple. I did that on the fly and it looks not too bad, but kind of bad. So create an object for it. Weapon 2. And then we'll just add a create and a move fixed, and we'll just make it go left at a speed of 8. And again, we'll just do the same thing. If it goes outside the room, we will destroy it and execute the script. Now we just have to add collision. So go to the enemy, add a collision event with weapon 2. We're just gonna, I wish we could just copy this, but you can't. So destroy both the itself and the weapon 2. And again, just execute the script. And let us test it. Whoops. Oh, you know what we gotta do? We have to make the player be able to shoot it. We'll pick a random key. So if you press down, I don't know. Yeah, we have to copy this too. So go ahead and just in here do set var instances or whatever you named it +1. Make sure it's relative, and then we'll test it. Instances. And if it's greater than 1, we will exit. Else, great. So as you can see, GameMaker is pretty simple. Make sure these are identical. There we go. Really, you could even self-teach yourself this. It's spawning way up there. Oh, you know what? I'm stupid. I'm sorry. Make sure that you create instance relative. And that's why it didn't work. Actually, do relative, and then we're gonna make it go over like 2. So because our origin is aimed for the right one, not the left one. So we kind of want to move it over 2. Actually, no. And again, you can just mess with this all you want. So let's move it over to 11. So actually, let's do -6. So for the player, go to here and do -6 to move it over, because we gotta position it correctly. Okay. Load this up, and we will test it. There it goes. Alright. So depending on which one you shoot, you can only still shoot one at a time. So you can do this one for that guy, and then you just press down in air. You gotta aim it. I'm not good at aiming. There we go. Alright. Oh. There we go. And yeah. So it has a more strategy aspect, alright? That's probably it for this tutorial. Next tutorial, like I said, we're probably gonna cover the GML language, just to have, you know, a good grasp on that. Because when we get into more advanced things, you start using the programming language. And then after that, we'll probably put sound in, something like that. Alright, see you next tutorial.